Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Napoleon Dynamite here in Victoria 3. Here we are, new week, ready to go. And even though I said this last week, I think this will be the last day of our Dai Nam series here. With tonight's episode probably being the last one, as we are in 1921. But before we dive into it, let's make sure everything's working here. Hello, me. Right back at you, buddy. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Hey, Stephen Murphy, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, my friend. How you doing? Hope you had yourself a good weekend. All right. Let's see, let's see. Hey, LaPlace, hello, hello. How are you? How's it going? Doing well, doing well. Very good, very good. Now, what do we have going on in this run here? We have about 15 years left. We're ranked 7th. Hey, Super Frank, what's up, what's up? 14 and a half years. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. We're in August, so 14 and a half years. If there's another France war incident, it might not be the last day. I know. I would really like there to be a France incident. I would really like to have all of the French land here. Unfortunately, I believe we don't have our alliance. Yeah, we don't have our alliance anymore. I think because we went communist. Oh, we could probably get it. You know, they'll take a power block embassy. They can't subjugate us, so being in the British Empire, power block probably wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, if they'll give us a power block embassy, by all means, I think I would take that. We got a little snow on Saturday, but melted yesterday. Yeah. And today it's like snow/rain. It's like a bunch of sleet. So, yeah, it's kind of gross out there today. Hey, Spedem, hello. Wow, nice to see someone playing tall. Enjoy your game. I'm doing a Tall Canada right now. Oh, very nice, very nice. I've been wanting to do a Canada stream for quite some time. I keep pushing it back, but one of these days, yeah, I would like to start as, Ontario. I forget I think it's called Upper Canada, at game start. But Canada is a fun one. Canada is one I really want to do. But thank you. Welcome. Hey, King Hulk. Hello. Welcome in. Good morning, Ham. The week goes by slow with no Victoria 3 streams. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I always look forward to the Victoria 3 stream. This is my favorite game, after all. I do really love it. Welcome in, though. Good to see you. Upper Canada. That's right. That's what I thought it was. Yeah. Yeah, Upper Canada. I'd love to start one as Upper Canada, and then do a run where we liberate Canada. But for today, what we're going to try to do here, so we've got some room to grow here. We don't have any more peasants, but we have quite a few unemployed. We can get some prestige goods if we were producing more. So in like clothing, yeah, we're number 10. Like I don't think we're going to be able to catch that, but maybe we could catch steel. Number 6. Oh man, yeah, we need like 11,000 more. Yeah, see, so what we're working on right now is we need to start getting more mass migrations. We're getting a few, but not enough. So we're going to no migration controls, and then we're going to try to go multiculturalism, and then really start getting some mass migrations. Although again, workers are not necessarily our issue right now because we have a lot of unemployment, which we're gonna take care of here. Playing tall with Japan, trying to get the egalitarian achievement. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I have an offline run right now I'm kind of doing with that. It's the last of the objectives in the game I gotta get. So I'm trying it with Russia. Because I've never had a Russia run, so offline I'm doing that one right now. But the egalitarian achievement is tough. I did one run one time for egalitarian achievement where I did it with Mexico. I got the Manifest Mexico achievement, and the egalitarian achievement, I kid you not, because the last objective you need to have your literacy at a certain level. I was 2% short of the literacy, and that was the only thing. If I had 2% more literacy, I would have gotten the egalitarian society objective. It pissed me off to no end. Let's take a look at our trade centers here, because if we take a look at our market, so we're producing quite a few goods. It's really just like resources we need. So we need lead, for instance, because we can make more glass. But if we look at our glassworks, like, part of the problem right now is glass is expensive. Now the glassworks are profitable. Let's see what the private sector is building here. So we are okay. So we're getting quite a few trade centers, which is good, and our company here is doing it, which is good because they'll get more trade advantage with that. We're getting... Oh, and then they're going to build just a ton in Russia. Okay. Let's see. I'm currently doing a learn the game run with Sweden after hegemony with the US. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I know. The learn the game one is always like the one you kind of forget to do. Yeah, I finally had a day where I was like, I'm just going to go straight through all the objectives because I've never done them. And actually, so I started with learn the game. I was doing them in order. But after that failed Mexico one with egalitarian, I went for great game, finished that, and the last one I got to get is that egalitarian society one. All right, so we're getting a ton of trade centers from here. We have quite a few regional HQs, which is good. So we're getting quite a bit of reinvestment from that. We're going to reach prosperity here, which is nice. So after we nationalized a ton of our economy, you can see we had like no investment pool at all. We were at only 50% GDP ownership, and we basically bought like just took everything away from Great Britain almost. And so now we're moving along, which makes me kind of wish after we get no migration controls and multiculturalism, I kind of want to go to laissez-faire now, so that the private queue can take up more of this construction. Yeah, I think that I need to have a certain percentage of peasants, yeah, for that goal. So I think that will be the hard part with Japan. Yeah, multiculturalism might be tough too. That's true. I'm debating between Russia, Brazil, or Prussia for the hegemony next. Yeah, I kind of went for the easiest one in that list. I went for Prussia. So I did it with Prussia. That was a fun one, though. I got my infamy up to 999, which I've never done before in the game. All right, so one thing we can do, we're going to unpause in a moment here. Yeah, so we're doing this. We're trying to get some labor-saving PMs. But once we get to electrical capacitors, we can go to the electric sewing machines, get tons more clothes. Now, in terms of the steel mills, I forget if there's anything else we can do in there. Oh, we're gonna look at that in a second. Yeah, so we have the PNs. Oh yeah, although it looks like we're not using them everywhere because we don't have... I don't think we have power plants in these places yet. They're not incorporated. So we have the PMs. But we do have a need for more. By the way, how's Congress react to the war with Iran yesterday? They've done nothing. It's an illegal war because there's no act of Congress, and they're not pushing it because it's a Republican Congress. So, as I've been saying quite often, unfortunately, there seems to be no rule of law in the United States at the moment. All right, so we need more glassworks. Problem is, we could use more lead. Now we have no lead in our country, but we can build it elsewhere. Let's take a look at where we could we take a place? Yeah, if we took that from the French. Hindustan. Ooh, look at this place right here. Could we take these guys and get our own supply of lead going? Unfortunately, we have good relations. If we try to make them a protectorate, is anybody gonna mess with us on this? It kind of seems like no, not really. All right, so we're gonna try to get an alliance back with the British. We'll do this. Yeah, they don't want any of our stuff there. Can we sell you guys anything? Can we sell you steel? Now, this wouldn't be great for us because we need more steel ourselves, but it could spur the private sector to do some stuff. We can sell you some opium. All right, let's try this. We'll do this for 25 years. We'll see what they say. I want to put some stuff in the build queue before we get going. How's our construction looking? Yeah, we need glass. So we're just going to build more glass. We have plenty of unemployed here. All right, so we're going to go with that. We'll see. Are they going to take it? Away we go. We got it. All right, so we have an alliance with them. Yeah, I heard Prussia is fun for that one. I just want those achievements so then I can go play your favorite country, Congo. Yes! Do it. Go do it. I have to do a new Congo run. I have not done a Congo run since they made them a two-state country. I really have to do another Congo run. You just reminded me I have not done one in a while. The Orange Man is supposed to brief the Congress today, apparently. But yeah, the U.S. is now a dictatorship. Yeah, it is. It is. There's no act of Congress for this. There was no act of Congress for the Iraq War. That's just not a law. If it doesn't matter, it's on the books. If you don't enforce it, it's not a law. All right, so we can upgrade our naval bases. Let's slow down for a second because we're gonna protectorate these guys. All right. All right, so they're gonna say no. So they only have one battalion. So we're only going to call up the landing party. And we're not going to get any conscripts involved. Now, in terms of our navy... Oh, how did this happen? Oh. Oh, do we have naval bases that are not hiring? Alright, they are hiring, but it's taking a while. Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, we also have a big bureaucracy deficit. Baki could take some taxation capacity. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot to catch. But we'll try to. Even if Congress does something, as long as the DOJ is just the ruler's personal law interpretation institute, yeah, who would trial anyone? That's the problem. That's the problem, is that it's becoming very clear that, like, I mean, the DOJ is supposed to be independent, but yeah, the fact that the president can pick the head of the DOJ seems to be quite an issue now. Do it. Also, New Morocco with all the new content. Yeah, from Iberian DLC. Yes, I have to. I really want to do another Morocco run now that there's all that flavor to it. Unfortunately, I already have a Morocco series that I did on stream, so it'll have to be some time. Maybe I'll test one out offline first. Hey, Outer Signal, what's up, my friend? What's up, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? But the content, the new content from Morocco sounds a lot of fun. Let's take a look at our trade centers. Are we utilizing... Yeah, see, we're not utilizing all of our trade capacity. And we got... Okay, we got some work to do in that one. So this is the one in Chongqing. How about Nam-ite? So we're maxed out there. Oh, so imports... Yeah, look at that. It's our relative advantage from the global compared to the trade volume. We've got to improve this. We're not getting a good price in this stuff. What was this? Ah, we don't have investment rights with them anymore. Alright, that's fine. Oh, alright. Law progressed to amendment. Very nice. Remember, guys, if you're not popular domestically due to a huge scandal like the file, yeah, you can start a war and people will forget about that. I think that's what's been on everybody's mind. Like, are you serious? We're gonna start World War III just so nobody looks at that file, which is more reason to look at the file. All right, so yeah, you know, we could work to improve this. So we're getting that. But everybody else is getting much more. Yeah, their trade capacity. They're getting a lot of trade capacity. So we really could use more trade centers here. And I think this one... Well, let me look at it here. Wait, that was... Oh, Baki is the one we just did. I think Nam-ite is using pretty much their capacity. So we're going to try to increase that stuff. So that they can... oh, and so we should also... we'll put a small subvention on it to try to incentivize them to use more of the trade capacity on it. The reactionary movement has organized mass protests across the Baki region. While the protests have remained peaceful for now, local authorities have raised concerns about possible violence. The reactionary movement... What the hell did you guys... Where did you guys spark up from? We don't want you. How much pop attraction do they have right now? Oh, 4%. You could do this to get a little bit more loyalists. I'm all good, Ham. How are you and yours? Doing good, doing good. Same old stuff. Just trying to get by in this crazy world. It works for South America dictators and Falkland. It should work for the Orange Man. Yeah. Fun fact, this whole problem started because British, being petty, about 50-50 deal with Iran under BP. And they blockaded Iran in the 1950s and also attempted a coup. Iran under Operation Ajax or Operation Boots for America. I mean, unfortunately, I feel like it's not that advanced, the reason why this happened. Stretching back to the 1950s, I wish it was a much more complex diplomatic situation. Unfortunately, it's even dumber. It's just exactly like our awful president looking to create a distraction from what's happening with the files. So, all right, here we go. You know, I'll be honest. I forgot to check back again if anybody was going to get involved in this. Luckily, no one did. Oh man, sometimes I'm an idiot. Who's this? Do we want to get involved in this? No. Yeah, ironically, Britain and US paved the way for the Iranian Revolution in 1979. Yeah, that's typical American diplomacy right there. All right. Oh, you know, we could negotiate here with the intelligentsia, and they have a 100 amenability, so the cost will be very low. So let's do it. The intelligentsia pour only their best vintage and smoke only their finest tobacco during a polite discussion with government representatives about no migration controls. The intelligentsia would want no workers' rights. So we could do more universities, which wouldn't be bad, but we'll get this private construction contracts, which I hate so much. So let's just give them political concessions. Because we wouldn't mind them being more powerful, and they're only at 11%. So we'll do that. Alright, alright. How is our military? How does it rank here? Yeah, we really could use a much stronger military here. We also need to make sure our private sector is building a significant amount in our country in order to keep our GDP climbing so that, oh nice, progress to approval, so that our debt limit goes up. We are approaching 50% debt. We also want to make the petite bourgeoisie happy so that we can utilize this minus 20% loan interest rate. Oh, and we did... Okay, so we lowered bureaucracy hole, and we're only at negative 123 now. It actually would kind of be worth it. Yes, let's pause for a second here. Mechanized farming, exactly what we want. We can get more workers, although we do have quite a bit unemployed already, so we might not need it right now. But taxation capacity has been fixed up. So let's just build... Now let's build it in the capital. Oh yeah, so let's take a look here. We We have a few unemployed. Ah, the unemployed is going down. So we'll do the mechanized farming here in Baki. Wait, yeah, wait, hold on. What am I talking about here? Oh, was I just an idiot? Yeah, I think I was just like a real idiot, actually. Doesn't apply to rice farms. Whoops. I don't think we have any of those other things. Oh man. Oh man, sometimes I'm an idiot. And by sometimes, I mean all the time. What do we have? So we have the rice, but... Yep, no. Doesn't apply to us at all. Whoops. Well, you know, we needed to progress anyway, so whatever. All right, so now we're doing combustion engine. Ah, yes, and then we can start, our companies can start doing automotive industries. That will help. We'll be able to really start switching to that. I believe, didn't I save? Ah, nice. Let's pause for a second. We're going to fix that up. Oh, no. See, I would like to give the monopoly right to the automobile industries, but whatever. All right, so we got them. So let's start improving relations. And then just give me all that lead. Oops. Build it up. How's rubber in our market? Do we need rubber? Because eventually we're going to need some rubber for the automobiles. Do we not have rubber in our... Oh, wait, there it is. We could use some rubber. You know, I feel like that we do have rubber elsewhere also. Ooh, let's take a look at the gold mines too for a second. Oh, yeah. We have places with rubber. In North Sumatra. Wait, didn't this just say it has rubber? Oh, that's right. That's not domestic though. How's our oil? Oh, we're importing a ton. Give us oil. Because we're going to need that as well when we start the automotive industries. Now, let's take a look here. Oh, wait, let me, Uh-oh. People living in Vietnamese Trang Ninh under dire conditions are afraid that the no migration controls reform will increase competition in the job market. Nativist labor regulations. No. We're not going to take that. We don't want to take a negative 10% migration attraction. That's the whole reason why we're doing this. So we'll take the negative 10%. So, does Great Britain have any truces with France at the moment? They do not. Although they're not on a rivalry. So I'm just kind of curious right now if we wanted to annex Siam. Great Britain is not big on joining that. Let's see here. And in 1980s, the U.S. also supplies Saddam Hussein with chemical... Yep. The Iranian history timeline, yep. Yeah, it's American diplomacy at its finest. So we have ideological differences. They're economic imperialism. So because they're neutral, because why are they protective towards Siam? And sympathy. Oh, well, the British involvement in the Maltese uprising. Now, what would happen if we just transfer subject? They'd be a little more amenable to it. So we might possibly go for that. Because we would want to make sure... Now, another thing we can maybe do... Yeah, there's no separatism that we can really do. There's not enough of our primary culture there. See, what would be nice is just do one war where we annex this, take that, and take that. You know, if we... So Great Britain is much more willing to do this. We could wait to get Great Britain on our side and then add that war goal. Maybe we'll see. I do generally want to get the amount of our military boosted up before we do that anyway. The Vietnamese British Society has requested that we declare rivalry with the Netherlands. Netherlands is a known opponent of British interests. Yeah, sure, why not? Because I think too... Well, this lobby wasn't very happy with us for a second there, but... let's declare the rivalry. You know, we have a bunch of influence. Let's start getting good relations with people. Like, we might as well be using this stuff. Who else are the great powers? Oh yeah, Hindustan. The arrest and alleged ill treatment of a disorderly protester affiliated with the Vietnamese supremacist movement has sparked resentment amongst his compatriots. Further demonstrations have been arranged, urging his release. Yeah, what's going on with the Vietnamese supremacist movement? They have a lot of... They have a lot of activism right now. We can afford to lose 3 here. So we're definitely going to take this. So, what the hell is going on here? We might need to start suppressing these guys. Well, history-wise, Siam is a place where Britain and France agree that nobody should annex or have sphere of influence because they do want to fight all the time. Also, if France annexes Siam, it will disrupt the supply of opium Burma produces. Oh, interesting. And Burma or Myanmar have one of, if not, the purest poppy plantations. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. Hey, Maximilian, what's up, what's up? How are you? Mr. Hamcut's a comment on the events on... You mean the world events? Or events of the game? Oh, see, we're not going to get to 200 authority here. The Middle East. Yeah. I mean, what is there to say? It's an illegal war. There's no authorization for it. Once again, our country has proven to have no rule of law. And it's very clear we live under a type of regime that does what it wants without any consequence. And we have no opposition party. It's the same old, same old. And it's a war done to distract from the troubles that our president is trying to make everybody forget about. That's kind of what I have to say about it. Alright, what's going on here? Do we want to get in on this? Oh, interesting. They don't want us in it. Well, let's lean towards them. Thank you for this. Yeah, no problem. Interesting, they don't. Oh, now they do. What can we get out of this? We could get the Dutch East Indies. That'd be a lot of infamy, but... it also would be a lot of gold we could take if they transferred that to us. Is that something we could do? What is the Dutch East Indies? So we could definitely take them on militarily. Who else is in on this? I don't know. I don't know if I want to get in on this. This will be a very costly war. We're at 50% debt right now. I'd like to not rack up debt. And for when we want to take on France. The thing is, though, Great Britain is gonna do this. Unless others join in here, but I do kind of feel like if we join in this, France very well might. Do they have any truces with France? I think I checked that already. They do not. There. And if we're just looking at the Dutch East Indies, like, we wouldn't even need to call conscripts in on this. Problem is, others might come a-knockin'. I don't know. We might get in on this, actually. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of no migration controls by Kai Wynn has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the industrialists. Oh, yeah, we'll take this setback. I think we're going to do this. We're going to take a save. Just because, you know. Always save your game every now and then. Funny thing is, this is what happened to the Weimar Republic before 1933. Interesting. If anyone would like to hold hands and mourn the Grand Ayatollah together, pray tell. Yeah, no. I mean, he was an awful ruler. But just because you're an awful ruler doesn't mean another country should just start bombing. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna you know, I didn't even look at anything else, though. We're gonna take the Dutch East Indies. This might be a big mistake, but we will see. Alright, we're in. So, let's take a look at mobilization options. Where are we at? We got opium. We got tons of tobacco, sugar. Once again, not a lot of liquor. God, when am I going to fix our groceries budget here? All right. Oh, yeah. Do we have wine and meat? We don't have a lot of wine, and we don't have a lot of meat. But we can add sugar, right? Yeah, we got plenty of sugar, so let's add the sugar in. For right now, we'll just mobilize without conscripts. Well, if we're going to do that, though, we don't need to mobilize everybody. So what we'll do is we'll mobilize our defensive one. And then... we'll mobilize these guys, because then we can go naval invade. Let's go disrupt some convoys. Like, where are the Dutch East Indies? Well, no, let's disrupt convoys here, because clearly, yeah, the Dutch are going to send some people a knockin'. Set both you guys. All right. Oh, we have, okay, we have a front right here. So we will, okay, so we'll mobilize the main army and send them to that front. Do we not have... oh yeah, so this will be our defensive guy. And then we might as well just call these guys up. And... oh yeah, okay, let's send a landing party over here. We'll take Guinea. Or Guinea. Alright. A minority group of Javan has recently settled in the state of Baki, seeking a better future. However, the local Vietnamese elites are stirring up resentment, claiming the Javan newcomers will destroy the traditional way of life. Yeah, we'll take this one. And the Italian Republic or Kingdom, because the first thing democracy died is when nobody asks for accountability. I would eat my shoe if it turned out that bombing a country with a water crisis, and economy crisis, and now a regime crisis, there's no plans that nation building turned into a more stable, better world. Yeah, right. Seriously. In the end, there's two people left. You think one of them is the thing? Despite ideological differences, I respected the martyr Ali Khamenei for his resistance to the American Zionist imperialists. So I think when these things are done, because of the war, I think we won't add anything to the government queue. Oh, I forgot. In our last episode, did we got investment rights in the Heavenly Kingdom. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's going to be helpful. Okay. Now we got the reactionary movement to deal with. So, alright, let's slow down for a second here. We got quite a bit going on. Yeah, so they're getting plus 75% because we're enacting no migration controls. We're in the approval phase. If we can get this passed, this activism will start drifting down. So, not too worried right now about it. Oh yeah, and they also don't have any soldiers, so there's also that. Lanfang owing us an obligation could be used to request a propaganda campaign, making the world see our nation in a more pleasant light. Yeah, we'll decrease infamy. Yeah, sure, why not? My bad. I mean, do you watch the thing? Oh, yeah. The one made by John Carpenter. Yeah, yeah. I have seen that movie. It's a really good movie. It's a classic. I saw the remake, too. Not as great, but the original one is great. Some say it's a masterpiece, how complex and thrilling the story is. Yeah. Yeah, it's very well done. Forgot about... Ah, yeah, but we're now technically at war with Japan. So we'll wait on that. Hindustan going to war with Persia. Alright, so we have no migration controls. We have nobody to get us multiculturalism. Yes, that's right. We got this guy, though. There we go. Now we got somebody. Let's do it. Now, can we do something about this over there? So there's no opposition here. So we'll take this so that they can't put anybody else there. And then we'll try to move the landing party over here. Oh, and France is not in this, which is good. So we don't have to worry about them encroaching on us over here. Oh, and we have the cavalry here. Okay. Yeah, there's nobody there. So why don't you guys go over here? We'll finish that off. Alright. Oh, Joe! Hello, hello! What's up, my friend? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. How you doing? Oh, and we got electrical capacitors. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, let's see. So we want... in the textile mills, use those electric sewing machines. How are we on explosives? Are actually good, so I don't really want to increase it yet. Right, this war is broken out. Alright, so we're 10th. But this does mean we might have... yeah, a deficit for electrical production here. Well, this isn't too bad, actually. Just plus 6. How much do we get from this? 30? And we're down 92. Let's build 2 here. Ooh. We actually use quite a bit here. And we still have... yeah, a lot of unemployed there. And then here... yeah, we could use quite a bit more. Alright. Oh. Legislative failures already? Wait, what? I should have been paying attention to that. What the hell happened? Alright, well, we got our Enlightened Royalist guy. We'll come back to that. Whatever the hell it was. Got that. Yeah, we do. That's what we want. We could go to commercialized agriculture. We have no social security. See, we have nobody... why do we have 0... Wait, that's very strange. Yeah, compulsory primary school, they endorse it. Aren't they in government? Oh. Oh my god. That's what happened. How did this happen? Alright. Then... let's could up the universities here. Yeah, we could use about 50 more of this. Yeah. So we'll do it here. I'll do it here as well. Just up it everywhere. Us in Europe are going to get severely punished due to raising energy costs. Yes, this is true. We have rising costs of everything here. In the 1960s version of the thing, represent communism and the Red Scare. Yeah, I know. That's why it's such a brilliant movie. And the message it had about that. Oil prices are rising and natural gas prices are skyrocketing. Europe suffers, Russia benefits. They're probably opening champagne bottles in Algeria as we speak, being the last major supplier not sanctioned blockaded by the wars. Yeah, probably. Probably. So how long till he packs it up and calls mission accomplished without ground troops? Yeah, this leveling leaving the same regime technically there. I know. Maybe they'll use the same banner they used on that battleship where they declared that with the Iraq War. I'm sure that's in storage somewhere. I bet it's 1951, the more original story of The Thing, with the title The Thing from Another World. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Hey, Twitch outer signal. Hello, hello. Although John Carpenter's version is very true to the book. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Alright, so we're almost done here. Once this is done, I think I'll send the landing party up here. Yeah, so we are gaining quite a bit of debt. Because we're building. But getting the Dutch East Indies will be very beneficial to us. It's going to open up quite a bit of our market. I wonder who is going to be the next enemy when I am Ham's age. China is making a strong candidate. Yeah, who knows anymore, right? Who knows anymore? While the world burns. You know, I suppose for now we can send these guys. Nope. If somebody naval invades us, we have ships to deal with it. So we'll send these guys here to finish that off. Oh, wait. Okay, no. So, hold on. You guys stay there. This is done. So now, you come over here. That's everything near us. If anyone suggests land invasion of Iran, remembers 95% of Iran is mountains. Yeah. Yeah, this is Vietnam on steroids. Yeah, I mean, I trust I trust my government at the moment to totally suggest something like that. But we are at the hour mark here, so we do have to take a quick 90-second break. Pay homage to the gods of ads here. So 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back, Qatar already announced it's closed the LNG pipe to Europe. Oh yeah. See? Don't think about global consequences to stuff like that. Is there any front that could use help from us? Doesn't look like it. So we have another front over here. So they're there. They're at that front. So they're going to that front. Yeah, so let's send these guys over here. And then we'll keep, well, I'll keep this guy here. Well, this guy sinks convoys. Yeah. That's good. Alright. I feel pretty dumb not knowing the USA was at war with Iran for almost 50 years. Oh yeah, according to the God Emperor, so technically it's not a new war. Boom, he wins again. Oh my god, history lessons from the abyss. History lessons from somebody who brags about passing cognitive tests. Japan in World War II, technically democratic since the parliament exists, but the overall government controlled by the prime minister and the military. The British scoundrels said they want to allow the U.S. to operate from their bases, took it back under pressure, and threatened to run with retaliation. Hey, Mr. Floyd Pinkerton. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing? All right. So how we doing? How we doing? We're moving along. What did we end up taking here? Oh yeah, these guys. Okay. So what more do we need here? Dahomey. We still don't have, oh, because we still don't have all the Dutch East Indies, so we'll wait till that's finished, since we're working on that. Alright, what are these guys building? Oh, also, we're not passing anything. I wouldn't mind doing some wage subsidies, but... Man. Well, let's get them in there. Actually, no, we'll do old age pension. That is better. We'll get that taken care of. Seriously, what is up with the US player? The guy has lost his mind, ranking up all the infamy, trying to annex all of Persia in one go. Yeah, I know, right? Even in a video game, you don't do that. Yep. That's when you boot somebody out of the multiplayer session. Ah, so we got that now. How is Dahomey going? Are they working on it? No. Alright, well, we'll continue to work this. By our brothers, I mean the Greek Cypriots, not the Brits. Think go back to the islands for all I care. Alright. Oh, we can negotiate here. Yeah, let's get the armed forces in. The armed forces pour only their best vintage and smoke their finest tobacco during a polite discussion with government representatives about old age pension. But we don't want government expenses. I definitely don't want to lose more bureaucracy. Jeez, come on, guys. And then taxes to low. How much would we lose on that? 52K. I mean, I guess maybe we could take... Nah, I don't think I'm going to take any of these, because we're going to get 5.8%. Although, we could actually use 5.8% right now. Lose 7% bureaucracy. How much would that be? Damn. So, 49, about 50, about 350 bureaucracy. We could make it up. Alright, let's take it. Yeah, but just to get old age pension here, no. I don't care enough for it. I don't care enough for it to lose all that bureaucracy. Sometimes fiction is more believable than reality. I know, unfortunately that's been the world for a while now. We have hidden modifiers. That's why Persia can be regime change turned to a dominion. Yeah. Whose mod broke? Clearly somebody's mod is on the fritz. Somebody's real life mod is on the fritz. First part is that there are no other players willing to check the US player. I live here and was in the army, but damn it, this country is messed up. It's a shame. Yeah, I know. I know. There's also no, like, what would you call it? Like, consideration for the US military either. You know? They'll sit here and just go to war at the drop of a dime, but you ask them to invest some money into the VA. Oh, no, that would be socialism. Let's see. Oh, damn it, yeah. Oh, yeah, how are these lead mines doing for us? Okay, so we need tooling and railroads here. Oh yeah, but we built the railroad. Wait, am I looking at the right guy? No, I'm not. I'm not looking at the right guy. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, but we're getting 333 out of it. So that's kind of okay. Oh, nice. Oh, nice shirt. Yeah, thank you, thank you. It's a Christmas gift. And, it's freezing in the city today. So, very much needed. But thank you. The VA is socialist, mate. Yeah, no, I'm talking about what people complain about when you want to add, when you want to give money to it. People don't want to invest in the VA, yet they talk about caring so much about the soldiers in our country. What's VA? VA is basically the healthcare system specifically for veterans, or not actually in current active military. That's funded solely by the government, and the government never wants to put any money into it. You should introduce a bill that forces politician kids to go to war instead of yours if they want to start a war. I mean, yeah, that's something that can be said since for every civilization ever, all through time. Alright, so we're kind of moving along here. Is the Dutch... No, we still have that. Okay. But we almost have... Oh, you know, there is some naval invading we're gonna need to do. Where is everybody now? Oh. There we go, we'll add another guy in there. Everybody's at a front, right? Oh, what is this? No. So we'll fix that in a second. What's going on here? What do you mean, too many? Is it because of the conscripts? Oh, yeah. Alright, these guys... Let's naval invade that. Vietnamese industrialists are interested in making investments in neighboring Taiping industries. Yeah, I'd rather save that for us. Yeah. But I would like to make... I'd rather make the industrialists happy. So we'll take that. That's fine. The sad part is that a lot of service members are supporters of the Orange Man. Yeah, at least when I was in, they were brainwashed. I know, that's the sad part, is that that whole regime... So, I don't understand how people think they care anything for US soldiers when they just send them into unneeded conflicts just willy-nilly. Compensation for veterans industries occurred on active duty. Yeah, that's true. The US is like the Roman Empire, but it dumps soldiers to the streets instead of providing a plot of land, and yeah. Also, if anyone think attacking Muslim countries in Ramadan will make them tired, you are wrong. Fighting a war in Ramadan only boosts their morale, not the other way around. That's like fighting an enemy with infinite morale boost. I mean, LaPlace, I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the people in the administration didn't even know Ramadan was happening. Because that's how with it they are. Ah, yes, here we go. Probably take this guy. Yeah, we'll take this guy. What is he? Oh, God. An ethno-nationalist? I don't want to add somebody like that in. Yeah, I'll take this guy. He's a moderate. And... minus 25% supply consumption plus 10% supply consumption. A net negative. So I had that guy in there. Ah, look at this. A mass migration. Finally. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. Finally, the convoy raiders hired up. Oh, you know, we can get scout cruisers now. It might be a good thing to do... Yeah, it'll be a good thing to do here. We won't do that... the torpedo boats are good for the convoy raiders, but the main fleet here... when this war is done, we'll upgrade that. Alright, so now we just need Dahomey. Is anybody... Wait, where are they here? Oh, here we go. Alright. Who can we send over here? So let's... I would like the cavalry to go over there, so we don't get a landing penalty. So why don't you go to the Sundra Islands and then you can come over to Dahomey. And then we can finally get this war over with, since the British don't seem to know what to do with it. My auntie's in the outskirts of Tehran. Oh, man. I spoke with her 2 days ago. Money is not worth anything anymore. I sent her some money so she can stock up on supplies and food. Now I can't reach her at all. I really wish I could have sent more. Oh my god, I am so sorry, my friend. That is awful. Alright, so when these are done, we'll let the private queue take the reins for a little bit here. And once this naval invasion is successful... Ooh, unless they start adding more people there. We'll be able to end this war. Okay, what's going on with these guys? Lawmakers working toward the enactment of old age pension have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Lose more bureaucracy. I don't want to lose more bureaucracy. We'll take this. We'll take the setback. When can I go after multiculturalism again? $10 more months. All right. So let's keep an eye on this naval invasion, because this is what'll start ending the war here. Fun fact, there's an event in this very game for Persia to take Herat. Yeah, historically, if the Brits didn't intervene, I would have been an Iranian today. Yeah, that's true. I just recently did a Persia run in the game, so I know what you're talking about. This is a war that very much wasted with no clear goal other than agreeing certain country that have illegal nukes in ICBM. Yeah. I mean, the fact that, yeah, it's true, there is no real war goal other than make sure they don't have a nuclear weapon. When it's this president that withdrew us from the Iran nuclear deal. Alright, so we'll take the setback and go from there. Muslims are very clear on bending the Ramadan in wartime. Fasting can wait and be followed in case of danger. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions to when you fast. That would be one of them. Ah! Did we get it? Oh boy. Looky at this. Vietnamese East Indies. Although they still have that flag, but let's start improving relations. How much are we getting in subject payments? Oops. 11K. Oof. And we can raise it too. What can we give them? Change language of administration. Plus 10% of Dutch pops become radical. Dutch stops being a primary culture of Vietnamese East Indies. Vietnamese becomes a primary culture. So we lose 20% of bureaucracy. Ouch. Yeah, that would hurt a lot. But we'll grant them investment rights. So that's good. I really would like to convert their primary culture, though. But losing 20% would be a lot. Where are we on... You know, we can build more government admin. I mean, we have people for it. What is their... What is the makeup of their people? What's the primary cultures here? So, how much would they... So their primary one here is Javan. Their heritage is Insulindian and Malay. And what about us? So we share a language trait. Do we have any Javan? I'd like to see what their... Yeah. That's their fervor. Okay, so their acceptance is at plus 60. Here... What's their acceptance here? Oh, it's plus 60 here as well. Let me take a look at one of their states. Let's take a look at... Yeah, this is going to show me what they are in my country. I don't know if I want to take negative 20% bureaucracy. That's going to give me quite a hit. Oh, but also, do we have, like, we must have... I do want to annex them. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? Like, how many pops do we have to work with? Yeah, like, look at this. Oh, yeah. Build up... Build me some coal. What's our market looking like now? Now, why is this not hiring? Motors. Motors. I need you guys to start building. Are they building motors? Not for us. Alright. Well, let's let them take... Let's let the private queue build for a little bit. Catch up on some debt here. Because we got a lot of money in the investment pool here. Yeah, they're going up to 90 as well. To celebrate the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th, a massive Ferris wheel has been constructed in Saigon. From its pods, the fireworks of the New Year's can be seen all across the grand city of Saigon. We actually have quite a good amount of loyalists right now, so... Actually, plus 5 legitimacy might help us quite a bit. Unless you are child, elderly, sick people that travel in old time, or women that got their... Yeah. No one can break their fasting. Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions. Also, if you're pregnant, you're not supposed to fast. Though many do, unfortunately. Alright. So now we can do automotive industries. Oh, we have chainsaws. Alright, I think we're good on wood, though. I don't think we need to do anything like that. So now we can build auto industries. Wait, let me look at that again. Can't even remember what I was just thinking. Oh, that's right. I was gonna go back to the urban centers. Oh, that's right. Not everywhere has electric. So we'll take this. It'll get us to start building some automobile industries, hopefully. A roller skating rink has opened in Saigon, presenting a new, exciting form of entertainment for the urban classes. Now we'll take the standard of living increase. To outside observers, the trade unions may appear firmly committed to the idea of old age pension, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. So we're going to get a setback either way. Yeah, so we might as well take this. Alright, so what is the queue looking like? Yeah, they're building a lot in Heavenly Kingdom, which makes sense, but alright, so when can we go to it with France? Oh, here we go. Oh, and we can do something in our skyscraper now. Plus 10 prestige, I'll take it. And we're already doing that. Is there anything else we can do here? Oh, the Antarctic expedition. The Grand Expedition. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll do the Antarctic expedition. The Antarctic continent remains almost entirely unexplored. An expedition to this vast frozen waste would be expensive and fraught with peril, but the glory of being the first to the pole would be immense. We must choose a leader for the upcoming expedition to the Antarctic continent. A few promising candidates have distinguished themselves. So do we have anybody who's an explorer? No. So we'll take this guy. And then... ah, yeah. So we already have the progress we need. My major during high school is studying Ramadan, so I know one or two about the law and requirements. Yeah. Same. Before I had type 1 diabetes, I would fast. Of course, after getting that, I can't anymore. It was an interesting time to be playing soccer and fasting. The Anti-French Society has requested that we establish an embargo against the French Republic. Successfully acting on the proposal will gain our government significant goodwill. Who's in that lobby? Oh yeah, look at this. So we could get a few people. We'll look into this. Let's embargo them. Alright, so now the Confucian scholars are happy. Or they might have been a second ago, I don't remember. Ah, yes. So our motor company has now reached prosperity. We got plus 10% formation speed, so fine. If we can ever get another charter, we'll give them a monopoly on automobiles, but for now, no. Broken pieces of sea ice start to cover the surface of the water as the expedition approaches its destination. The ship's hull tries to make its way through the cold mass by ramming and crushing, but the ice becomes stronger as they advance. Ooh, what are we gonna get here? What are we gonna get? Peril. Damn. The spread of a new artistic style inspired by nature, intimidating the sinuous curves of plants through robust iron and glass to convey the contradictions of progress, has reached Saigon's higher spheres. Oh, we become obsessed with fine art? Yeah, fine. An event organized by the Vietnamese supremacist movement transformed into a brawl as opponents of the movement infiltrated the crowd. When the police arrived, no participant was willing to give a consistent statement. Yes, let's get the Vietnamese supremacist movement minus 10% political movement pop attraction, because we can afford to lose 3 approval from the armed forces. The Swang airship has been selected as the very special venue for an upper-class ball. The most distinct members of the nation have expressed their opinions on this grandiose machine. Oh, plus 25% trade capacity. Absolutely. No! No! Game crashed. Oh my god, it's been such a long time since I had that happen. I swear this never happens to me. I swear. Alright, let's bring it back up. At least the stream didn't crash. Oh wait. Knock on wood there. Yeah, let's resume, go to the autosave. Oh man. Alright, let's see what I'm behind here. Yeah, I know, just 24 crash. Oh, you didn't bring bad luck. You didn't bring bad luck. Not at all. My processor brought bad luck. Or, hold on, knock on wood. I'm sorry, processor. I didn't mean that. Yeah, I know, right? Be nice to your CPU. Because it could cause even more problems if you're not too careful. Alright. Oh, look at that. So we don't have the peril. So we'll see what happened here. So once again, broken pieces of ice start to cover the surface. We'll see what happens. Alright, we're back with that. The Art Nouveau event. We'll take this. And away we go again. So we're not too far back. We're gonna catch up on some debt. An event organized by the Vietnamese supremacist movement. This one again. So we already got this one and we took this. Alright. Good thing I managed to buy a new one just in time. Yeah, I got a new one for Christmas as well. Which is why I'm like, hey, what is with the crashing? I'm supposed to have a good CPU now. Also, Eid with the tradition making amazing food, and so many of them are fat heavy, so many gain weight after Ramadan compared to before Ramadan. A series of pressure waves struck the expedition ship, causing the ice around it to separate into large pieces. A moment of victory is quickly followed by 2 floes being pinched on their starboard side, one at her bow and one at her stern. The crew gathers as they make a plan to free her. So we might get minor progress or we get icebound. Ah, we got minor progress. Very nice, very nice. Lost Old age, goodbye old age pension. I'm fine with it. We'll wait for that to go away. We'll keep an eye on this, because we're definitely going to annex them when this goes down more. Oh, you know, can we take these guys now? Oh, they're part of the Netherlands. No. And these guys are French. Lanfang, Heavenly Kingdom. Oh, did we end up losing the obligation to Japan? Yeah. Yeah, because we were at war, we couldn't use it. The expedition disembarks upon the frozen shore of the Antarctic continent and is welcomed by the reassuring sight of a wooden hut. Only slightly snowed in, it is easily made habitable, and the crew discover ample supplies of food within. So future explorers will gain progress. This one gains minor peril. No, yeah, we're not going back here, so let's just do minor progress. So that's good. Despite many efforts on the part of the government to successfully revive old age pension from its present imbroglio, the law has come to be regarded as nothing but an inevitable failure. Alright. So now, let's... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can't do multiculturalism, though, because... the damn intelligentsia are still marginalized. Wargaming. Alright. Oh, so we're on a cooldown for this for another 2 years. Alright, so let's fix the PM here. Training method streamlining. Have we increased our steel production in the world? We have quite a bit, actually. Okay, so now we can start thinking about increasing the military. Well, okay, so first, one thing we're going to do is, let's bring these guys back here. I'd like to get these guys scout cruisers. Oh, no, we can't yet. We need radios, and I don't have that yet. Okay. So, oh my god, I always hate this so much. Offensive planner and romantic. Add another person here, and we will give them more. So let's max out the barracks there. And then that brings them to what, 33? Okay. The National Guard, oh yeah, we'll put you guys on defense. Now we can promote one of these guys. An experienced defensive strategist, so let's promote you. And add more. So bring this up. And now, we got probably a lot of, conscripts to assign here. let's give these guys that much. We can give more here. Make it. Yeah, there we go. And then the cavalry. Oh yeah, there's there's no conscripts here. And actually, they could just generally use more people. So I want to give this 40 and 40. So we're kind of maxing out our military here. Actually, yeah. 40, 40, we'll give them 10 each. There we go. So we're actually maxed out now in barracks in our main states. So you build those up, give us the military we want, and then we're going to start going after Siam and the rest of those French states. Yeah, modernizer, alright. The Swung airship has been selected as a very special venue for an upper-class ball. The most distinct members of the nation have expressed their opinions on the grandiose machine. I feel like that's where we got the crash last time. I want to take a save real quick. Even my daily recommendation in YouTube every Ramadans are cooking stuff. Very well. Christmas have already been butchered by commercialization. Alright, and so, yeah, we're gonna take the event that gives us more trade capacity. Oof, we survived. Okay. Alright, good. So we're getting more steel, more motors. That's what I want to see. Though, you know, they haven't started building any automobile industries. Oh, they built one here for some reason. Oh, and so, okay, before we go to war, so mobilization options. We need to fix our groceries here. So, Nam-ite is where, yeah, where we wanted to have the majority of this stuff. We're going to build a ton of it there. Then we do, okay, we also do need more liquor. So, are they making liquor here? They are. So we'll do that. Yeah, so we have plenty of opium and sugar and tobacco. Now, I would like to add in that next PM, but we need wine. Yeah, we have no domestic wine. And meat. But we can build this. Oh yeah, like up here. So the unincorporated states will max it out there. The opening of a luxurious cabaret at the foot of the Montmartre Hill has made the nightlife in Paris considerably lively, attracting, of course, the attention and suspicions of the conservatives. And I don't want to lose more authority. I definitely don't want to lose the bureaucracy, though. Although we could afford to lose the bureaucracy, interestingly. How much will we lose? 10%? Yeah, actually, we can afford that. So we'll do that. How does one keep track of where you've built what? I struggle with that, especially when I have a lot of states. Yeah, I mean, I'm much more, what would you call it, like, purposeful with how many levels of what I'm building early game. I feel like once I get to, like, the late game like this, and especially when I can start getting mass migrations, I start building just based on market need. But I generally have states that are kind of pre-selected for certain things. So, like, I built up a bunch of food industries here because we get throughput on agriculture and plantations, and so because we're gonna get throughput bonus in the rice farms here, we'll have plenty of wheat for the input to these guys, so it'll make the building more profitable. This is where I had all my construction sectors, or most of them. So this is where I have a lot of resources built up. So this is kind of a resource state. And then I mainly want to put, like, industry up here. And so I kind of have states, like, pre-selected like that, usually. The expedition spots the twin volcanic peaks of Erebus and Terror on the horizon. When they were first discovered by James Clark Ross, Erebus was observed to be in eruption. Thankfully, we find the mountains at peace. Minor progress. Yeah, I'd rather just get the progress here. The recent expansion of the rubber plantations in Nam-ite has yielded extremely promising results. Dai Nam threatens to lead the world in rubber production. Excellent. The myth of Santa giving presents to good kids is so funny to me. No offense, please. Me build, me profit, me learn. I pre-select states as well, but I guess I should note them down because I keep forgetting them. Yeah. Well, and they can change over time too, depending on how you progress, but I mean, it helps that we mainly have 3 main states here. Though, you know, I guess this is kind of like the ugly stepchild of Dai Nam here. I keep forgetting about this state. Alright. Oh, we do have, so we have a motor industry here. And then I did take Cambodia. So, we do have stuff here as well. What do you think about doing a Sokoto run where you try to kick out European powers out of Africa? I read that Sokoto starts with a lot of pops, which is helpful. I have been considering a Sokoto run for so long. The next time I do a run in Africa, I think I might do that. I think the next Africa run would be that. I tried to, like, kind of keep going around the world to different continents. So Sokoto is definitely on the horizon. Except for opium plantations, those I built everywhere. Yeah, for me also that's like tools. I kind of just build tools everywhere. I mean, I might have one state that's kind of like my main tooling state, but everything needs tools. So I end up building that pretty much everywhere. Supplies are running low for the Antarctic explorers. The crew debates the merits of unaliving some of the sled dogs, and dividing the meat between the men and the remaining dogs to increase their odds of survival. Aww. No way. This is not the optimal choice. We should choose this one, but I'm not. We will not stoop to such barbarism. I will pet the dogs and continue the journey. Let's hope we don't get peril on the next one. With the imminent opening of the expedition... steam... Oh, yes, steam turbine. Here we go. We're gonna use that in a moment. With the imminent opening of the expedition, we must prepare ourselves for visitors wanting to return with a small piece of it. Oh, production research speed, society research. We'll do the production research speed. Alright, let's switch over the power plants. Well, how is coal? Coal's not great. but motors are even worse. So let's switch so that they stop using all the motors. Oh, this is actually going to increase the number of motors we need. Okay. But it will make working there a better job. Okay, and coal's, you know. So we're going to put a high tariff on the export, because I would like to not be exporting so much of it. Oh wow, look at our budget here. That certainly did help us there. Not that. But we can use more construction. Alright. But you know, I didn't also look at our clothing production after we upgraded. Yeah, still not close though. Steel, yeah, we fell down a little bit there. How's unemployment doing? It's improved a lot here. The expedition has realized that they have overshot on their route towards the next supply depot. Oh no. Oh no, this we should have no, we did right by the dogs. So this one will just end it. But this one we might complete it. Nope. We failed it. But the dogs survived. The dogs survived. So I'm fine with it. Aww. The expedition is doomed, utterly exhausted, frostbitten, and out of supplies. All that is left to do is await the cold embrace of death. So we're in our poor admiral here. Wonk, wonk, wonk. We get +1 government expenses. Oh man. Okay. So we need another person here. Yeah, here we go. Armed Forces Liberal, we'll take you. We also need somebody else here. Let's promote. Yeah, oh, let's promote the Intelligentsia. Actually, we're gonna give this guy full promotion because the Intelligentsia needs it. Are they back yet? They are. Ah. Yes, we'll do this. And now we'll go for multiculturalism. Yes, let's negotiate with the industrialists. The intelligentsia have held secret discussions with the industrialists, seeking a certain arrangement concerning multiculturalism. Ooh, that's a lot of power plants, actually. Heavy industries. Yeah, that's not so bad. We'll probably just build all steel mills so that we can maybe start being a leader in the production of that. Or political concessions. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get the private construction contract thing though, but I'd rather not get that right now. For 5 years. Yeah, we don't have a lot of game left, so I don't want to do that. We'll take that. Prominent armed forces meet in Saigon's finest cafe to discuss multiculturalism. With the right leverage, perhaps their opinions could be swayed. Yeah, we'll give them political concessions as well. Oh, and we're at the 2-hour mark here, so we're going to have to take a quick 90-second break here. Play some ads, so we don't have ads during gameplay. So 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Yeah, so many good options, hard to pick. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, Toxicity Rose. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello. How's the game treating you? Not bad. I can't play Vicky 3. It keeps crashing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it did actually just crash on us before. It doesn't crash often. Do you know, are you crashing because when you do the map zoom in? On my laptop, the game would always crash on the map zoom in. And it didn't matter what, like, all the options I would change. And it would do it a lot, especially later in the game. And I found, if you go to... Yes, so not the shader quality. If you go to shadow quality and you put it at disabled, it won't crash on the map zoom in anymore. On my laptop now, I don't get any crashes on the map zoom in. So if you if you disable the shadow quality, it'll fix that. I don't know, a friend told me I gotta delete the shader cache folder. Maybe that too. But the disabling the shadow quality is what fixed it for me on my laptop. The ad I see the most is just the Get Twitch Turbo ad. Yeah. Twitch advertising themselves. You know, look at us. We have got quite a budget now. Okay, hold on. So let's just keep utilizing that budget. The government's friendly relationship with Great Britain, an infamous country with a horrible reputation, has been the subject of sharp criticism and strong rhetoric from leading opposition candidates. Oh, we have an election in our midst. I guess the Conservative Party on this one. It doesn't really matter to me all that much, to be honest. Yeah, let's not lose relations with the British, though. With government regulations on mechanically propelled vehicles loosening, the more efficient steam engines being developed, steam-powered transport buses have begun to roam Nam-ite with greater frequency. No, we don't need consumption taxes on that. We'll do that. but I don't know where. Oh, that is. But I'll try that. Yeah. I can't help you with that one either. I don't know where that is. I even saved games. Whenever I don't have to look at the individual save files all that often, and so the few times that I do, I always end up just having to Google it and be like, where is that stuff again? So oil and automobiles. How are we doing on automobiles? I hope that company is building us some. No, they're not. Is it that there's not, like... Yeah, like, we have a demand for it. Let me take a look at the inputs. Like, yeah, motors, oil, rubber. So let's look at oil and rubber in the market, in the general market. So we have a surplus of oil. Rubber's not great. Let's just max it out. Because I want them to really start... Oh, actually... I should be building them here first. Yeah, hold on. Let's, let's backtrack on that. I mean, I do want to build them there eventually, but I'd rather I start building them in unincorporated states. Yeah, see, look at that. Where is this? North Sumatra. There, so let's just max it out here. Engines and transportation. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. When invited to give a speech on behalf of the Conservative Party, Riasha Eng began extolling the virtues of a strong home, strong borders, and strong men. The public reception was mixed. Let's see. Bourgeoisie Republic. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. What are we up to now? Yeah, the food industries, that's fine. The Vietnamese-British Society is requesting that we declare rivalry with Russia. Russia is a known opponent of British interests. Ooh, another mass migration. Thank you very much from the Heavenly Kingdom. Sure. We'll do a rivalry with Russia. Suong Nguyen Phuc has issued a condemnation of the Vietnamese electoral system, endorsing abstention from voting in what he calls a sham put on to placate the people. Yeah, I don't want to lose legitimacy here. I'll just take this. Whoever wins this one. It'd be great, actually, if they were neck and neck to keep them both in. A series of perceived poor decisions by the Khmer National Movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Oh, we can negotiate with the rural folk to lower the stall chance. After several rounds of terse correspondence, the rural folk have met with the chairman's representatives and outlined their demands. Yeah, not gonna do that budget expense. We're definitely not passing industry band. put taxes to very low. Really, not even low. We have to put them at very low. Nope. Sorry, guys. Not worth it from you. Alright. Oh yeah, so we have to declare a rivalry with Russia. We'll do it. Admiral Vinson has made public statements in support of the Conservative Party, bringing into question the political neutrality of the military. So, petite bourgeoisie protectionist. So I don't necessarily care about him becoming the leader of the petite bourgeoisie. Yeah, sure, he can say what he wants. Some shopkeepers, oh yeah, lobby opportunity completed. Some shopkeepers have expressed opposition to the equal treatment of Melanesian people under the multiculturalism law, announcing that they will refuse them service. Ouch, ouch, this one hurts. Alright, we'll take that one. Are we jumping up on steel production at all? We are. Oh, we are moving up. So we're actually only about 11k behind right now. Let's see, what are these guys building? Keep building steel. Yeah, look at that. We have tons of steel. Let's put a bit of a subvention on the export. Are we getting the best possible price? No. So we get a little bit more if we put an interest in the Kenyan market and the Cuban market. What about the other places? Yeah, it's probably all going to be the same in the Romanian. Let's take a look at their market. I'm surprised they're independent. Wow, look at that. They survived the scramble for Africa, huh? Alright. And then, the Cuban market. So it'll help us there. Okay. Whilst campaigning for the Conservative Party in the turmoil-racked Vietnamese Eastern Guinea, Buyan has been attacked and brutally beaten by a group of unknown assailants. That's not cool. Take that one. So I wonder, do we have regional HQs in the Heavenly Kingdom now? We do. So we got a steel consortium there. Oh yeah, this one I bet is gonna go bonkers in Great Qing. Well, not as bonkers as I thought it would be. And these guys don't have investment rights, which is fine. I need you guys building here. Radicals in Cambodia. So the Conservative Party won heavily. Radicals in Cambodia seem to be getting support from discriminated Champa citizens within the state. Ooh, I would like that migration attraction to Cambodia, though. What is their migration attraction? Oh, it is already high, so... Oh, we'll take less radicalism, though. Yeah, we'll do this. The armed forces are very happy right now, anyway. Alright, so we have those interests activated. Oh, let's fix this. Yeah, we'll add this guy. Let's see what happened. Oh, I feel like it went down. I feel like our trade oops. I feel like our trade advantage went down. Yeah. Members of the Anti-French Society have discreetly dispatched one of their number to amplify their mission in Dai Nam's most widely read newspaper. Ooh, we'll lose 5 legitimacy. We'll gain 1 appeasement. Will that help us with anything? Oh yeah, look at this. I'd love to get off that. But I don't want to lose the legitimacy. Yeah, we'll do this. Alright. Nope. Events flying at us here. The zoo in Nam-ite has begun to expand its exhibits with the surge in Vietnamese prosperity and leisure time. So we get 25 prestige. The 2% petite bourgeoisie become loyalist. Oh, we increase relations with people. Ah, we got a setback. Okay. No, give me that prestige. I'll take that. Where are we on this list here? Alright, so we're a good amount ahead of Spain, but slightly behind the United States there. So the military is upgraded here. We're getting our food industries. Once these livestock ranches are done... I think we're gonna add in the luxurious supplies. I guess, do we want to add this in? Because we need to build a whole bunch more automobiles industries. Plus 50% battle occupation. I suppose we should start building some of our own here. Build a whole bunch. And then... Alright, so it'll take us 13 months to get through this build queue. At the end of that 13 months, so about a year. So September, so 13 months, so October 1926, we're gonna go after the French. Oh, are they in a war? Oh. Ah, man. How did I not see this? This would have been a good one for us to get into. Although, I do want to be the leader of the war. Because I would like to bring Great Britain in. Although it would have been nice... We would have had Hindustan in there, but... Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Oh, and then, yeah... Do we need to do anything here? No. Alright, we're good there. Good music. Yeah! I know. I do love the soundtrack in this game. It is great, isn't it? I was playing Cuba and kept crashing. My goal was to export sugar and coffee. Yeah! That we just, right the series we did right before Dai Nam here, we did a Cuba run. And that was our goal. We were trying to get that Sugar Rush achievement, and we were able to get that. That was a fun run with Cuba. Now that it has all that new content from Iberian Twilight. The members of Vietnamese society who have been made wealthy by the recent boom in technological progress have begun establishing fashions of their own, attending more and more extravagant high society functions and exclusive restaurants decorated in the style of Art Nouveau. Yeah, let's do that. So we have a pretty good standard of living here. We're close to getting over 100 million GDP. You know, we could try to nationalize more stuff. We don't really need to, though. Yeah, we own 7.6% of the Japanese economy. But it's okay, I'm playing Belgium now, but I don't know what to do with them. Yeah. There's just like so many options, because they pretty much, I mean, it's why everyone is, it's one of the top recommendations for a starter country, because they have everything you need, really. So it's more of a be awesome run, which is what this one was. We weren't aiming towards any specific achievement in this run. It's just a be awesome run. Oh yeah, how are we here? Oh yeah. So, we have a truce until 1928. Oh, this is going to give us a lot of infamy, though. Doesn't matter, though. We're going to take them. So we have a truce with them until when? Oh, do we not? Oh yeah, here we are. Yeah, same thing, 1928. I mean, that would be interesting to try to do, huh? Take this and take this after we take the rest of the East Indies. Oh, here we go. Get some labor-saving PMs. Does that one give better jobs, though? No, it doesn't. So we have, because we have unemployment. If it's not going to give a better job, then we don't really need to do it. Now, unemployment's creeping up here again. So it's something we could use more of here. Yeah, all our resources are maxed out. Oh, well. Yeah, I think it's time, too, we added... Oh, yeah, that's right. And how is oil in our market? So we have a surplus now. At some point in time, that'll end. So more motors, finally some automobile plants. I mean, it's, I suppose queuing up all those auto plants are messing with the company building where I want them to build, but... Ah, lost stalled. Come on. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make much progress on that. Steel, though, I have hope. So about, well, we made a little bit of progress. We were 11k behind Great Britain before. We're now about 10k behind. So we're moving along there. Oh, we're about to break into 100 million. Let's add more construction. And we have all this construction inefficiency. Not great, but it's gonna be what it is right now. Alright, so we're on to the rubber plantations. How are we on groceries now? And I believe that's like... I don't think we have anything more we can really add to them. Oh yeah, Cambodia. Why do we... Are we still... Yeah, we were exporting something at one point, so... Alright. Wait, why is Nam-ite making clippers? What use do we have of them? Oh. Our whaling stations, because that provides meat. We should have done that. And then who else? The fishing wharfs. Ugh. I'm so stupid sometimes in this game. Do you want to export groceries? I mean, in the meantime, yeah. But for the most part, I want a surplus, because when we go to war... it's a main input good for the extra supplies. So I want to make sure we're not going to be paying a ton of this. Oh, man. I think it's time. Alright, let me figure this out. Despite many efforts on the part of the government to successfully revive multiculturalism from its president Broglio, the law has come to be regarded as nothing but an inevitable failure. Now, the only problem with this war is that I wanted to go after everything in one, like, swoop here. But, I mean, whatever. Yes, transfer Siam. I think we're gonna do it. Although, as usual, let's take ourselves a little... Just a little... Wait, was that the right one? Yeah, Dai Nam Street, there we go. We're finally gonna go after Siam here. Save scumming. It isn't a save scum until you reload it. I want to have the option as like a safety pillow to know if I want to. I won't do it, but I want to know I have the option. That's really what it is. It makes me feel better. All right, give us Siam. Alright, we did it. Now the question is, do we want to raise conscripts? I mean, we're going to have the British on our side. We are fighting the French after all. Yeah, I think we do. What am I talking about? Of course we do. How's liquor in our market now? We got a ton of it. So let's use it. We're starting to build the automotive industries, so let's do it. Actually, shouldn't have added it to the National Guard. The National Guard's gonna say, yeah, wine shortage, but how do we have a tobacco shortage? What happened? Wait. What's happening here? Didn't see anything. That's right. Oh, I think it was on my side. Oh, okay. See, nothing to see here. Twitch being slow. Oh. Wait, what happened? Oh. Yeah, alright, people. Subsidize the tobacco fields. Now the wine. Wine's a tough one. Yeah, import. Also, man, I had a game of This Is Brazil where I was just good friends with the UK, and then I got a revolution, and lo and behold, the British randomly decided they liked the revolutionary Brazil more and joined on their side. Oh, that sucks. Oh man, that is like a rage-inducing thing. I am sorry. Oh. Yeah, the UK can really ruin your run. Damn, I am kind of worried though about some of these things. Well, let's unpause. Let's see if they're gonna start. Yeah, here we go. So we'll lose that. Oh. Did we just get an influx of wine imports? We did. Good. So let's start sending people to their fronts. Oh yeah, and you guys go. The Laos front. You as well. Let's send the convoy raider right here. And we'll keep these guys here as well. Alright, here we go. Yeah, tobacco is also important for the military. It is, yeah. It's one of the mobilization options. Basically, before every war, I double check what our market is for sugar, tobacco, liquor, and opium, because these are some of the main supplements. You generally want to do tobacco, liquor, and opium first, because you can see it's only half a unit per battalion, whereas sugar is 1 unit per battalion. But if you have the sugar, you might as well use it. Then, because we have luxurious supplies, the added thing we have is meat and wine. We were able to up a bunch of our meat output, but we don't have an internal source of liquor. Oh boy, this has turned into a huge war. This will be major for us. Oh! We can now do electronics industries. Let's do it. We can make telephones. So start making them. I wonder if we Doing electric railways next. Yes, let's do central planning. Ooh, no, let's do corporate governance, central planning, and then elevators. So we'll get another company right before the end here. Lurk time, awesome. I appreciate it. Always appreciate a good lurk. All right. All right. All right, so we have about 10 years left in the run here. I think this is actually probably the most I've done in in one of my streams at the close of a game. I guess since we had a this is more of a be awesome run here. Why in the world am I subsidizing tea plantations? I guess I've been doing it this whole time. Oh yeah, the arts academies. I don't really need to do that anymore. But yeah, the goods for government buildings is probably not good. Oh. How are we doing on... Ooh. We actually need... We're actually very short on guns. We're gonna build that first, actually. Damn, though, we do really need the automobiles first. Building some of them. Where's... Ah, the legislative graveyard. After a series of costly and embarrassing setbacks, the sitting Vietnamese government has decided to halt its pursuit of multiculturalism. It will be some time before political will exists to try again. Alright, let's see here. Number 5 still, alright. What are we going to try to pass next? Yeah, let's go to compulsory primary school. We can up our education. When is our truce with the East Indies up? 1928. Okay. We are also... Oof. Our budget is hurting. Yeah, this war will definitely be costly. I think if we can take all the French land right here, then we'll demobilize a lot of our armies and just sit tight. And Great Britain can take over the rest. We see an opportunity to call in the obligation, and Ngoshi owes us by requesting the service of their commander, Salil Wa Bili. Oh, he is an explorer. If we try the Antarctic expedition again. I guess I should have built that hut because I was like, oh, we're never coming back here. Now that we failed it. Yeah, sure. Let's take them. Suspicious gentlemen have been reported charging an extra fee for special items inside the expedition hall. Do we need to increase the points? This is the points, right? Yeah, I guess so. A new network of underground train stations has been inaugurated in Saigon, providing iconic and cheap transportation within city limits to commuters. Urban center throughput? No, give us a prestige. Why, what's wrong with these guys? Oh, inefficient command limit. Oh. Alright, can we promote? Yeah, maybe the trade unions guy? Let's promote the trade unions. Petite bourgeoisie moderate. Armed forces Republican. Yeah, we'll promote you. Alright, so what are the war goals we need on this? Quite a bit of things, actually. And what do they need to get from them? Still, though, not getting any automotive industries. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Oh, we are getting more arms, though. That's good. So 6 more weeks for the arms industries. That's good. Right. Moving along. Oh, and that's not even our war. Excellent, excellent. So 3 weeks left on this. Alright, let's try to negotiate this. Trong Hip Win Fook has agreed to a private meeting, clearly seeking a path that will benefit both the nation and the armed forces. Interest over compulsory primary school. So increase the size of the army. Yeah, we'll give you political concessions on that. Given the low wages that workers in Cambodia are receiving, more and more parents are pushed to send their children to work to help sustain their families. Yeah, let's do this. Hey, we got 20%. Very nice. What's the, oh, down here. Let's see. Can we afford to send the landing party down there? Yeah, so let's send the landing party to this one. Oh. Alright. So the French aren't using that lane anymore. Here we go. So send them both down here. Excellent. Alright, we're moving along, moving along. Almost 3-hour stream and still 10 years, so to go. Gonna be a close one. Oh, France war, did I jinx it? Yeah, well, so far, so good. Yeah. No, I think we'll be okay, because tonight's session is also going to be an episode of Dai Nam here. So the plan was tonight's episode will be the final episode of the series. So we did about 5 years in this episode, so I think tonight it'll leave us a good amount to finish out the series. Because, yeah, we'll have about 9 years left after this. I think we can do that in tonight's episode. A kind of goal of mine for this series is to take Siam from the French, so I'm glad we finally did. Although, it seems... Oh, there's a Siamese socialist revolt. I wonder if they join us. It's too bad, though, this was a war I joined in on, instead of getting the British on my end of it, because I would have just taken everything from them here. But when we're done with this, we're going to annex the East Indies. Do you normally try to leave your country in a good place after 1936, or are you trying to max your end screen stats? No, I try to leave them in a good place. I mean, the end screen stats are nice and all, but I don't really... I'd rather finish out the stream strong by having everything in a strong position. Although I guess, you know, increasing GDP and standard of living is maxing out stats and leaving them in a good position. So we have about 6 months to build this. I think when we're done with these, we'll pause, or we're not going to add anything to government construction for a little bit. Have we bumped up in steel production at all? No, in fact, we're moving down. I might try to move them along. Hey, there's no more unemployed here. Unemployed has significantly gone down. Law Press Amendment. Why are you guys not fully hired up? Coal. Oh, Lanfang owes us an obligation, huh? I don't know what we're gonna get out of that. But we're not gonna add anything to the build queue, because we're very much adding to our debt here by quite a bit. Hey, Mauricio, what's up? What's up? How's the finale going? Good, good, good. We're not. This episode won't quite be the finale. Tonight's episode will be the finale. But we're setting ourselves up to be in a good place tonight. Ah, yes. Electric railways. Here we go. Here we go. Rail log carts, electric trains, electric engines in the motors. See that? Yes, that's what we want. That is what we want for those motor industries. Although we might now need to build some more power plants here. I just finished planting all my seeds for spring. Oh, in summer in indoor greenhouses. Nice. I need a real house and a really big garden at some point. Yeah, I know you feel. My wife likes you know, planting stuff in the apartment here, so but we don't quite do the planting cycle like that, like it sounds like you do. But very cool. Congrats. Did you decide yet what country's going to be next? Yes, we are going to do we're going to do Bulgaria. We're doing Bulgaria next. I want to go after the Prussia of the Balkans achievement, along with quite a few others, actually. But we're gonna do Bulgaria. It'll be an interesting one. For the first time, we're gonna, because you have to start as the Ottomans and release Bulgaria. And I think it's okay to do, because in the dev diary for National Awakening, that is what the dev said to do, to go after the Bulgaria content. Oh. So 40, 37. All right. Let's go sink those ships. Oh my god, they still have some frigates. No wonder we're more powerful than them. Oh, so did that war just end? Oh no, they're still in that war. Yeah, Bulgaria has a unique, even if you release, it's going to be a great campaign. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like we only did National Awakening content for that Serbia run, and that was it. So I feel like I need to do more. So we're, and you know, it's, in terms of cycling around the world, I think it's time to go back to Europe. Because I think the last European one we did was that Serbia run, which was a while ago now. So we're cycling back to Europe. We're going to do Bulgaria. The aim will be to get Prussia of the Balkans, and then form the Balkan League. And then there's another achievement called Team Killer. I forget the exact stuff that it pertains to, but it deals with the second Balkans War. So those will be the two things we're aiming for. And then if we can, we'll try to form Yugoslavia. Wait, what happened here? Is there no more front? Oh, well, we need to, yeah, they're in the HQ. Oh, because Hindustan is going after that. That's annoying. So we don't fully own Siam. Can I, like, tell them to go after that? No, because there's no front. Man, okay. I need this, I need this war to end. Ah, this is gonna be annoying. I think I overdid it this year. I love doing something that actually has physical results. My job is very data heavy. A Karen National Awakening. Oh no! Not a Karen National Awakening. Oof. Everybody be careful, the Karens are coming. I love doing something that actually has physical results. My job is very data heavy, and you don't really see all the results directly. So a manual hobby is relaxing. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. You work for Saab. No, far from that. Ugh, this is annoying. This is annoying. There are 3 different people at war in Siam. But I'm not going to be able to lower the French. Film. Oh yeah, let's go to the arts academies here. Right. We got that. Alright, so these are going to be building up. We're going to get telephones going. Yes, more mass migrations. Thank you, thank you. Man, okay. What can we do here? Well, send the landing party down there. And there's no progress on this war. Alright, what we're gonna do is... Well, yeah, in terms of demobilizing, though, we lose all those conscripts. You know what we'll do? We'll demobilize the main army, save some money on that. And then we'll bring them back with just the standing army. This is annoying, though. Oh, well, here we go. We could, where did the landing party go here? Yes, Hindustan has all of it. It's kind of annoying. More pragmatically inclined members of the industrialists currently opposed to the passing of compulsory primary school have offered to change their stance were they to be offered certain political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the trade unions, however. Yeah, we can take this. So then, when we can mobilize these guys again, we'll demobilize the cavalry corps so that when we bring them back up, we can bring them back without conscripts. I swear to God, sometimes PDX music's are out of situation. You're in war, but the music is soothing. Yeah, you feel like sleeping. So true. Or like in EU5 when suddenly the music gets very epic and like nothing is going on. Alright though, I think we've reached the stopping point for this session, and I think we're at a pretty good point because we have enough game left to do tonight. Because tonight will be the final episode of the Dai Nam series. We'll see where we can go. We increased quite a bit of GDP actually in this episode. I think we gained about 40 million. And we're now over 20 in terms of standard of living. So we are we're getting there. We are getting there. Speed 5 evening session, yeah. It might be a little bit longer of an evening session as well, too. That's usually what the last episode is kind of like. But yeah, so yeah, that'll be it for right now. But yeah, as I was saying, so the next time I'll be on will be tonight. So that'll start at 8:30 my time, so in about 7 hours from now. But thank you for watching, everybody. And hopefully I'll see everybody tonight. Super Frank LaPlace, thank you, as always. But that'll be it for now. So yeah, hopefully I'll see everybody for the epic finale of the series tonight in about 7 hours from now. So have a good one. And as always, be awesome, my friends. I'll see you next time.